Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a little different. We're going to talk about reality TV shows on my segment I'm going to call Taste of Reality. Boom. I don't know why I said boom, but I kind of wanted to talk about different reality TV shows that I watch because I normally have debriefs with my friends, and I was just like, yo, I'd actually watch somebody review all the shows that I watch. It's kind of rough right now because reality TV is very slow in terms of the shows that I watch and I'm really interested in. But I'm going to mainly start talking about TheChallenge and Survivor. I would have talked about Big Brother, but we know Big Brother Canada has been canceled. Sigh. But yeah, my friend also suggested like maybe scripted shows and stuff. I could do a different segment that talks about scripted shows. For now, this is just going to be Taste of Reality. And I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to start with Survivor. So in this season of Survivor, they're doing returning winners. So winners at war. And they have the edge of extinction. They have the edge of extinction. They have the edge of extinction. And on the edge of extinction, you can actually like barter for tokens and stuff like that. So even though you're on exile, you're still playing the game, though you're not in it. When the season started, I was very gung-ho for the tokens until the battle back challenge that they had, where the advantage with it, which I think costs like 4 fire tokens, was only that you didn't have to dig up your puzzle pieces. But Yule dug them up in like 5 seconds. So I feel like that was a waste of the tokens. But regardless, we like the concept. We like that now, even though you're evicted, even though you're on jury, even though you're on, edge of extinction, you're still playing the game. You're not just waiting to come back. That's a dope thing. So right now, this is, I forget what episode we're on, but Wendell was voted out last week. Kind of took me by surprise a little bit, but not really, because Wendell's game this year has been very narcissistic, very I'm the captain, listen to me, kind of thing. And I feel like the Wendell that we used to like, the Wendell that I used to like, is not the Wendell that's playing the game this year, which is really disheartening, especially because he really could have had a power team linking up with Nick and Michelle. But whatever it is, what it is, he got evicted. Nick and Michelle were blindsided. So now they're kind of like, okay, clearly we're on the bottom of the tribe because this is post-merge. They're now one whole tribe. So they're thinking, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Michelle actually gets the 50-50 coin reward that she can use at immunities, where if she flips it, she has a 50-50 chance of being safe or being unsafe at a tribal. It cost 4 tokens, but I feel like it's worth it. So they were then fighting for, the reward challenge and stuff, and it was Chinese takeout, I think. And Sarah gives her reward to Nick because it was his birthday the day before. Here's my thing about this. Whether it's out of the kindness of your heart or not, you never do stuff like that because the entire tribe will see it as gameplay. It doesn't matter how good your intentions were. You do not give up your rewards without it looking like you're trying to scheme or something. So then we skip forward to the immunity challenge. Kim wins it. She was, I think, against Ben. I think Ben was the last one stand. Was it Ben? It was a white guy. I don't know which one, but so she wins it. Good for her. She wasn't really on the chopping block, but good for her to have it anyways. So they go back to, let me put my phone down. So they go back to the beach. Here I am thinking it's an easy vote. They're gonna vote out Nick, no problem. No. Adam's name gets thrown out, Ben's name gets thrown out, Sarah's name gets thrown out. It's like these people haven't played before. And to me, I'm thinking, you guys have all watched each other play the game. You know what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, who you can trust, who you can't trust. Why don't you just make a foolproof alliance, ride that up until it's just your alliance left, and then go against each other? Everybody's just turning on each other so quick, and I'm like, people are going home who aren't supposed to be going home. Like, I don't get what's happening. So I feel like there's a lot of chaos right now. There's so much chaos. And even the preview for next weekend is like, now maybe they're going after Jeremy. No, like, no. I need them to sit down, have a moment, talk through, hey, let us work together. I trust you. You trust me. Okay, we have an understanding. Let's now move forward. This whole like tribal is live, even for us, like as viewers. I was talking to my friend and she was saying, yo, I'm seeing all the conversations and I'm still confused. And that's really it. Like, tribal was live for them, tribal was live for us. We didn't even know what was going on. And like, it's great from a viewer standpoint, but it's terrible for somebody who watches for the strategy, for the gameplay and stuff, because it's like, where is the gameplay? It's just kind of like, what are we doing? Is this what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. So anyways, the vote comes to 1 vote for Sarah, 3 votes for Nick, 6 votes for Adam. Adam gets taken out. He gives his thing to Denise, not surprised. But yeah, I was just very unimpressed with what's going on right now. Throughout the entire season, I feel like they made a big mistake by taking out older generation Survivor players and just keeping new generation people, because I feel like older generation people, they played a different game, but they also played a little bit more of a loyal game. Like they ride for each other when they're with you and stuff, because like you could tell all the ones that were blindsides, it truly was like heart-wrenching, because they really did trust the people that they thought they were working with. So I don't know, if this season keeps it up like this, I might have my issues. Moving on to the challenge. Y'all, I am so excited about the challenge, because this year, there's none of this, let me make an alliance, never go into the elimination ground and just run the final. TJ said, nah, boo.
The only way to make it into a final is to win an elimination.
The game has changed. This is the kind of twist that is felt through the entire house.
Thank God. Because I am sick of people like Ashley, who has won twice with little to no effort. People like Dee, who's won with little to no effort. Rogan literally did nothing. Nothing. He wouldn't have gotten to where he was if it wasn't for Tori and her fiance. What's his name? That guy. If it wasn't for them, Team UK would not have gotten as far as they had. And it's so frustrating. But finally, TJ was like, listen, if you don't come in here, you're not playing my final. You're not running my final. And I'm so excited about that. So D needs to grow the hell up. This man does not love you. This man never truly loved you. Because I'm sorry, if you love me, this is a reference to last season. So sorry if you're only watching the current season. If you loved me, you would not threaten to throw me into the elimination ground and have me potentially go home. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you can't love me and do that at the same time. And she's still fighting for Rogan. I love him. He shouldn't flirt with her. La la la. Get over it, girl. You're like 30 years old. You look sad. You look big. She looks so big. Jen is useless. Guys, Jen is useless. Literally useless. But we'll touch on her a little bit later. So Dee, Cory, and Swaggy, they win the tribunal. So they're in the tribunal, the house votes in Jen. Oh, prior to the house voting in Jen, Wes and Bananas, this year, they're not rivals anymore. They're now in an alliance. So they sit Jen down and they're like, listen, this is what you need to do. You need to make this speech, make it seem like you're a stock, and like my stock will be the highest when it's close to the final, because you want to run against me because you're guaranteed to win, la la la, whatever. This imbecile really sits in front of the house and regurgitates this trash speech.
So it's obviously no secret that most people think I'm the weakest one, but I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing.
Jen is giving her speech, and she called herself weak. I mean, who calls himself weak? Even if you are, don't let them know you are.
I feel like I'm like a stock or an investment. When you're running a final, wouldn't you rather beat me and win $1 million than beat all your other friends?
So terrible. You can tell it's been curated by the boys. You can tell they wanted to make a fool out of you. And then Wes turns around and votes you in Anyways, you look big. You look big. The tribunal picks 3 people. They pick Big T, which I'm very proud of Big T this year. Big T did her homework. I ride for Big T this year. I really hope she makes it, you know? So they put in Big T, Tori, and Jenny. We already knew it was most likely going to be Jenny going in just because Cory had to pay her back, and D, that's her girl, and Swaggy was just kind of going to go with what everyone else was going to do. But here's where the stupidity happens. D, the same girl who needs to grow up, had the opportunity to go in herself. TJ said, listen, the tribunal has all the power. You could either vote in the people that you interrogated in the tribunal, or you could put yourself in. She would have been going against the weakest person in the house, could have easily gotten herself a red skull, and didn't have to potentially go against a Jenny or a Anissa or even Nani, or you know what I'm saying? Like, are you dumb? Are you actually dumb? Like, yo, when she was like, oh, I'm not mentally prepared for this. It does not matter. You're going against Jen. You don't have to mentally prepare for anything. You could wake up from a hangover and still beat her. Anyway, so Jenny smoked Jen, as we expected. Listen, this was Jenny flipping over all the light switches like it was a rag doll. Yo. And what's her name? Jen is struggling to flip over one, like she can barely get it like through the halfway point. I'm like, damn, D, you messed up. D messed up badly. So anyways, Jenny wins. Jenny gets her red skull. Nobody's gonna put in Jenny back into the elimination because nobody's trying to go against her. So pretty much Jenny has a free ride to the final at this point. D is an idiot. D is so dumb. D is so dumb. She's so dumb. That's been this week in Taste of Reality. I don't know if I'll do this weekly, but I know I'll probably release these maybe Thursday or Friday to give you guys time to watch the episode, to reflect, you know. We have a little talk about it and stuff. We could chop it up on Twitter. You can chop it up in my DMs. All probably 13 people who will watch this video, but it's okay. I do it because I love it, and I do it because I need things to do in this quarantine or I'm gonna go crazy. But yeah. Hopefully there'll be more reality TV shows that you guys suggest that I could sit down and watch. I have no problem. I love TV. So if you want to talk about, I hate Real Housewives, so please don't suggest any Real Housewife. But if you say like Love and Hip Hop, I could do that. If you say 90 Day Fiance, I could do that. Love After Lockup, I could do that. Anything but Real Housewives. Guys, that has been A Taste of Reality, episode 1. I'll catch you in the next one.